PETA is an animal rights group that fights against the abuse, killing, wearing, and eating of animals. PETA, or P-E-T-A, stands for People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals. They started up in 1980 and is now the largest animal rights organization in the world. With more than 3 million members and supporters, this is according to their website, PETA.org. I feel PETA has an honorable objective, but they fall short of their message because they are so extreme in the measures that they take to get it across to people. PETA is constantly trying to use radical methods to get their meaning across, and I feel that because of their extreme behavior, it misconstrues their message. In my opinion, they would have more people behind their cause if they approached their goal with compassion and got away from their aggressive ways. I will give you some examples of their extreme means to get their message heard. Back in 2000, the mayor of New York City, Rudolph W. Giuliani, was diagnosed with prostate cancer. PETA created billboards with his face on them, which had a band of white, which was supposed to look like milk, above his upper lip. The message on the billboard said, "Got prostate cancer?" They were a parody to the dairy industry's Got Milk campaign. Even though the mayor's illness was public information, it was insensitive for PETA to create a campaign blaming milk for his diagnosis. In 2003, PETA held an exhibit that compared Nazi death camps and their systematic murder of millions of Jews to bovine in slaughterhouses. This is absurd to compare the loss of millions of human beings and to say it's equal to cow meat that is being used worldwide. I'm not saying that treating animals poorly is correct, but to compare it to the lives of millions of humans is going too far. One of the worst examples I have found was also in 2003, where PETA targeted kids with their "Your Mommy Kills Animal" campaign. They handed out comic books with graphic animated pictures on the cover of a woman holding a knife in one hand and a rabbit that is being stabbed in her other. Blood is splattered everywhere. They handed these out to children outside of holiday performance of the Nutcracker in more than 15 states across the nation. Another example of PETA being too extreme to get their message out was in 2011, PETA started a pornography website that has adult film stars appear in ads saying they would rather go nude than wear fur. PETA is using porn to promote their cause and trying to get attention with a shock factor. More recently, they tried to use sex again in their ad that was meant to air during the Super Bowl. It was side by side of two couples having sex. There was text over each couple, the first meat eater and the second vegan. The meat eater couple stopped having sex midway through the commercial while the vegan couple continued throughout it. It says at the end, "Vegan lasts longer." It seems PETA will try anything to get people to get on their side, whether it's approach children without parental consent or to sell the idea of sex first, then hit you with their message. I feel if they would try to approach their ways with a little less aggressiveness and a little bit more compassion, they wouldn't offend and put off as many people to their cause.